No, I think I didn't share. Okay, so today we'll see what is JavaScript work. Sorry, how JavaScript works. Okay, after that, call stack, hoisting, and scope and closure. Okay, so come to the main point. So anyone can tell me how JavaScript works? So basically, JavaScript, like I take one example, then you guys you guys understand. Suppose, okay, this is our code. This is our code, and here is I'm getting like a output. Okay, everyone know, uh, if we want to display our output, so there are few method are we are using. Basically, we are using output method, we are using console. Basically, console we are using for debugging and testing purpose. Okay, alert, alert alert is also uh, showing to display our output in a box, new window or new box, you can say. Confirm. Okay, confirm we are also using like a, if you're like displaying the output, and if you want like move to other page after like a given condition, like if you accept then you can redirect to other page, and if you decline then you can stay in that page, in same page. Okay, so console, alert, and confirm. Okay, so these methods we are using for displaying, okay, for output purpose. Okay, so come to the main point, how JavaScript work. So basically in JavaScript, call stack, so call stack, created call stack like as a queue quiz, or like you can say as a box. Okay, call stack which is maintained, which is like which is execute all the code inside execution context. Okay, so I'll explain each and one. Call stack, inside call stack, global execution global execution context, global execution context created. After that, in that global execution context, two field is there. We can see here, two field is there, memory, sorry, my memory execution context, and second one is code execution context. Okay, so what happened here? In this scenario, what happened? First, call stack created. Okay, when we are going to run this code, what happened? Call stack created. Okay, after that, inside call stack, one global execution context will create. Okay, if we create one more variable, if we create one more variable, so suppose next variable. Okay, now I'm going to console dot log, so p. Okay, so first what happened here, when you execute that JavaScript code, so first call stack created. Okay, after that global execution context create inside call stack. Okay, global execution context created inside global execution context created, inside that two phase will be there. First, memory execution context and code execution context. So memory execution context, what happened here? First, all variables, function and object, they just declare the variable and it will assign a memory. Okay, after that our code execute one by one. Okay, so already right. Okay, leave it. So in this scenario, what happened? When we are going, I'm going to first, I'm taking one variable, so this is called variable declaration. Here is variable declaration, and what I'm doing, I'm variable declaring and assign the value also. We can do like also that. First variable declaration, then I am going to assign the value. You can also do like that. Okay, it's not a wrong, but I am doing all things together, like a variable declaration and value assign. So I am going to first variable declaration. So first, how it will execute? First, we are going to run that code, so first call stack will create. After that, for this variable, one global execution context will create. Okay, global execution context will clear. After that, it will assign a variable a in a memory. Okay, in starting, by default it will consider as a undefined. Okay, after that it will execute the code. So when it will execute the code, then in this memory, in starting, a assigned to the memory, and what the memory value is undefined. Okay, after that, when the code execute, then it will assign the value. a is equal to what? JavaScript. This value will stop. Okay, then move to the next line. Again, global execution context will create. Our call stack is only single, but our global execution context will change. Again, it will assign to B, and after that it will assign the value. Okay, hello.
Yes.
Okay, and after
Okay.
in whole process, uh, if your code is run, after that it will automatically close. Okay, Glo- call stack, what happened after execution, it will close. Okay, so let's see in practical. I'm trying to show how it is working. Let's see, possible, we'll see. Okay, come to the here. Okay, leave it. Actually, everything is like a everything erase very quickly, that's why. It is not displaying properly, that's why. Control C, Control Z. I'm going to create a script.js. Okay, some Okay, okay, small chat. Actually, it will happening very quickly. That's why maybe I will take. One set timeout function I will take. Let's see it will work or not. Set timeout timeout function. I'm taking that. Console.log set time out. Set time out. Okay, out is small. Okay. Okay, team, later we'll see. Okay, our next it will suppose our line code it means our code is bigger, then it will show like in my previous, if I'm checking here, I'm going to debugging. Okay, here you can see call stack is created. Okay, and the scope is also created. So later I will see if your program like little bit bigger, then it will. One more time I'm going to check. Open file. Okay, testing is over there. Okay, actually it is not working some because of like a small code. Later we'll do the project, that time we'll see. Okay, in this scenario I'm going to check, it will display. Okay, leave it. So I hope you understand the process of execution. Actually the process, it will like that, execute like that. First global stack will create, you can see here, global, no sorry, call stack will create. Inside call stack, okay, global execution context will created for each variable and functions. Okay, so how to understand global execution context will create or not? So the value, if your like a variable or function or object take a value, then it will, this scene will be happen. Okay, so and JavaScript also is a synchronous and single threaded programming language. Synchronous means one by one execute code, and single threaded means execute the JavaScript code once at a time. Okay, multiple it won't execute, it will execute once at a time. So I hope you guys understand. Later when we are doing problem, that times we'll see how call stack is created and how call stack assign the value and calling it. In my previous previous program, you can see, I show you how it is working. If I am entering anything, global execution, so you can see here call stack is created, and where is on that functions on click method is using, and the function is on submit. If you see that here local and global scope is created and few more things is created. Okay, so same like that our it will create and it will execute. So okay, move to the, you guys I think you guys understood or not, I don't know, but I will try to explain my best. Yeah, it will look like that. First our cell bus is, here is our cell bus. So you can see first call stack will create, after that execution context will create inside that. Okay, so you can also call global execution context will create, after that two field will create, variable environment and code execution environment. You can also called thread of execution. Okay, and here is in memory phase all your variables locate a memory. Okay, and after that after located the memory, it will execute code by code. Okay, so this is the process is JavaScript work. Okay, okay guys.